Now we meet a man that has brought his experience to Serie A newcomer. We're at Carpi with a World Cup winner from 2006 who leads the Biancorossi defense, Cristian Zaccardo. Hello, Cristian.
Ciao, buongiorno a tutti.
Let's start with Carpi. What brought you here on the very last day of the transfer market, and what are your feelings after the first 3 months?
It was a decision that I thought long and hard about all summer, and one that I would make again. I'm here to try and play my part for the team, and all we're missing are the results and points in the league table. It will be hard to avoid relegation, and we can only achieve that by all pulling in the same direction and playing with more courage and determination.
What do you think about the town? Was it easy moving from Milan to Carpi?
È tutto diverso. Milano è una metropoli, una grande
It's
città.
completely different. Milan is a metropolis, a big city, while Carpi is a small town. I actually grew up near here and spent my childhood between Spillamberto and Castelvetro.
La famiglia
I moved to Carpi on the 1st of September, but my family have stayed in Milan, and I didn't want my children to change schools.
non ho voluto spostarli.
Now let's talk a bit about your past. You have played for Bologna, Palermo, Parma and Milan. What can you say about all these teams? Let's start from the beginning with Bologna.
È stata la
Bologna was my first experience. I joined at the age of 11. I went on to make my Serie A debut there, and I left when I was 23.
Palermo.
Meanwhile, at Palermo, this is where I established myself in the top flight. I spent 4 wonderful years there, and I became an Italy international.
Mentre
Parma, on the other hand, is a city that gave me a great welcome after an experience abroad. And I enjoyed 4 great seasons there, scoring 10 goals.
ho fatto 10 gol.
Then I went to Milan, which was my first big club,
La mia
but it didn't go as I hoped.
che mi ha
It's the
preso
only place where, unfortunately, I didn't play much.
come speravo. È l'unica squadra dove purtroppo ho giocato poco.
Now let's go back to the goals you have scored. Your first goal in Serie A was after your 20th birthday.
Sì, è vero,
That's right, even if a long time has passed since then,
che di più.
and I'm now much older.
Ho segnato all'Olimpico contro la Lazio. Era
I scored at Lazio. It was the 22nd of December, the round before the winter break.
di
I
Natale,
remember I came back home to Modena and celebrated with my friends.
discoteca con gli amici. Un altro gol che ricorderei è il gol che ho fatto alla mia
Another goal I remember was against Palermo, my former side. I'd come back from Wolfsburg.
fece
I
arrabbiare.
celebrated that goal, which made my former fans angry.
Avevo bisogno di quel gol e avevo passato
But I only celebrated because I was happy to be back in Italy again after my time abroad.
il pubblico di casa e
I'd also warned the fans I would celebrate should I score.
avrei risultati e così è stato. Anche il gol dell'anno scorso
The goal I scored last season for Milan versus Parma was memorable too. I didn't celebrate on that occasion, but I will always remember it because it was an important goal. And for now, my last in Serie A.
l'ultimo in Serie A.
The highlight of your career came with the World Cup victory in 2006. You are not the only one from that squad to still be playing. Who will keep playing for the longest time, in your opinion?
Well, I hope it's me.
Siamo
I think there are about 6 or 7 of us still playing.
Abbiamo
We're
una
often in contact on social media.
abbiamo
We
spesso
share jokes and we remember the moments we experienced together at the World Cup.
del mondiale.
I played for many years with Barzagli, even if we've gone our separate ways since our time together at Palermo and Wolfsburg.
Palermo e al Wolfsburg.
I'm often in contact with Baroni, Grosso and Toni,
Luca
who is from nearby in Modena,
e
and most of the other players, because with social media, you can always stay in touch.
Most recently, you were at Milan. Do you have many regrets about that period?
Sì, esatto.
Yes, but I do have positive memories, such as the great atmosphere at Milanello and San Siro, which I think is one of the most beautiful stadiums in Italy.
Dove ho detto
In past interviews, I've described my years at Milan as the worst of my career.
la squadra
I
dove
said that because it's the only club in which I didn't play much. This weekend we face Genoa, then we meet Milan. I scored against most of my former sides, and it wouldn't be bad to score against Milan.
far gol anche al Milan.
It was great to meet you, Christian, and thank you for telling us more about Carpi. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Let's hope we can avoid the drop here at Carpi.